It's either that or because like
whoa,
the green ones you can stand next to the pipe and they won't come up, and I don't know if the red ones come up regardless, or if the red ones you have to be standing, or it's like you have to be standing on the pipe for them not to come up. Because the green one you can just be next to the pipe and they just it's like Mario goes up and he's like, I know you're gonna come out this time, bitch, and fucking guy's like, oh my god, I don't like he's like I got a fireball with your name on. He's like, oh my god, are you fucking serious this time?
Got a wife and kids.
Whereas the red ones are like, fucking bitch, I'm gonna take you on. You know, I mean, it's kind of like a difference in the demographic of certain families with other families, where you see one family that. You know,
is this like
that thing's probably gonna shoot
like a cock tease or something? Like, am I supposed to like intentionally try to go over there and then get wrecked? Oh,
yeah.
What's up? Oh, I was talking shit. That's what. Oh,
good. God. Well, I guess this will conclude what we. Let's see. Oh wait, okay, no, just stand on it and just see what happens. Yep. Okay, so the red ones, as long as you're on the pipe, will not come up, but they'll come up even if you stand on the side of it. Okay. But yeah, it's like a different demographic of like certain families where you have one family where like a salesperson comes by and they're like looking to sell some vacuums, and you have one family that's like, I don't want to buy any vacuums, but I mean he might be some kind of like serial murderer. I'm just gonna stay and pretend like I didn't answer it. And you have the other ones that are like vacuum salesman, like, bitch, get the fuck off my yard before I blow your fucking face off. It's kind of the difference between the green and the red ones. You got the green that just want to hide, they don't want to deal with you, and the red ones that are like, you better get the fuck off my lawn before I bust you up. I mean, that's just what I see when it comes to those two.
That's why I would never want to be a door-to-door salesman.
Oh, dude, I don't know how those people can do it. I actually... that's a bad one. You have to be at a certain angle for it. But, no, see, I hate... Because, like, I'm a very understanding person, and that fucks with me more than it really should. When I was living in Laramie, like, I've done stuff where I've gone down... Where I didn't remember. No, you go a certain distance, like, you get to, like, the very edge of the jump, and he'll appear just barely to where you can see his pattern and jump at the right time. If you jump immediately, he's never going to be there at time. You have to go all the way to the edge, then go back. But no, I've done the whole door-to-door thing. I've done fundraisers where I'm like, please buy our cookies. It's only a $10 raffle for whatever. And see, now you can see them. Like a $10 raffle for whatever. I'm trying to make a trip to California. Can you please help me? And everyone's like, fuck you, kid. And so I have a little bit of sympathy. So when someone comes up, and God, this one guy, I felt so bad because it's one of those where I shouldn't have been nice and just been a complete dick. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to buy anything they're going to sell. But I still... No! You gave up! You gave up!
And I had it in the bag.
Oh my god.
No way!
I think you're at a checkpoint, though.
No way.
Yeah.
I can't... Wow.
Oh, now you really are.
Wow, this is...
You should at least try.
Wow, this is just... Wow!
Oh, you could have done it long enough. You could have gotten the other bullet to help you. Oh, that was the best. That was great. Oh, the wow.
Wow, this is great. I kept trying to think that somehow I'd be able to land, get momentum, and jump back up to that platform. Wow.
There isn't an invisible block. Okay. Okay, so this is happening. You're going to run right into a bullet bill, aren't you? Here we go. It's going to happen.
Believe in the dream! Oh! By the hairs of my chin.
But, I always have...
What? The flag is right there,
Yes, it is. It is right there.
It's right there.
I know. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you to come home, James. Are you going to come home, or are you just going to keep being a little bitch?
Give it to me. I want that victory so bad. Give me the victory.
You got to, like, fucking go balls deep here. Oh, nice. Okay. But I always have a certain amount of compassion for these people, because I've been there. And I felt so bad for this one guy because I should have just been a dick and just been like, get off my fucking, whatever. This guy, and it was like the dumbest segment into trying to sell me what he's selling me.
Like he's just a fucking horrible door-to-door
Well, no, like, you can tell it's what he was told to say.
Oh, like scripted,
yeah,
like one of those awkward conversations.
Let's put this in perspective here. We're in Laramie. It's about October. October in Laramie, Laramie, Wyoming, for those of you that don't know, can easily hit about -5 degrees.
Yeah,
we're just talking just in October. It can hit -60 some days, and people in Alaska think they have it bad, which they do. I'm just saying, we have it worse sometimes. Anyways, so this guy knocks on the door, and I open it. I didn't check to see who it was ahead of time. I mean, it was dark out, the lights were on, the guy knew I was there. I couldn't just suddenly pretend I'm not there. This guy knows I'm there. I don't know why I care that he knows that I'm there, but somewhere in my subconscious, it's like, you just gotta face facts and let this guy come in. So, I open the door, and this is verbatim what he says. Hi, sir, how you doing this evening? I'm like, doing pretty good, how you doing? That's good. Do you have any
That's good!
Do you have any need for this pack of Kleenexes? And I'm like...
What? Was he actually holding a pack of
Yes,
Kleenexes?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, he had the prop.
Yes, no, he did. And I was like, well, I don't know, but I guess I could hold it. Now, that's where I made the big mistake. I should have just been like, look, man, whatever you're selling, I'm not interested. But again, I just go back to when I was a kid, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess I can just hold it. I mean, if he's trying to sell me this, just whatever. So, it's so funny because it was such a dick move by me. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I can hold on to it. And he's like, great. While you're holding that, give me a second. He runs down the stairs, and immediately I'm sitting there realizing I've made a terrible mistake. Runs back to the van of the guy he works for to get this stuff. This, vacuum stuff.
You can't shut the door because you're holding the fucking Kleenex.
You have the pack of Kleenex. You can't just steal the guy's Kleenex.
No!
You just fucking can't do it.
Oh
so
my
he runs back. He comes back with it. Starts describing the product. I'm not even listening anymore. I'm just thinking...
What a fucking asshole.
I'm just thinking... And again... I can't get mad at him because he's told to do this. It's not like he's just being a dick. I'm the dick. I should have just said, no, thank you. But here I am with his pack of Kleenex, and he's assembling. I could have even then been like, dude, I'm sorry I made you run there and back, but I'm just not just, no. I'm sitting here watching him put this shit together.
Oh, man.
Still holding the Kleenex. I'm still holding it for whatever fucking reason. Trying to think, how am I going to get myself out of this mess that I've just put myself in?
Oh my sweet God.
That kind of mess, actually. That's...
Wow.
There it is!
I make the game-changing play with the Koopas. Just frame perfect jump, but I can't squeeze through that small opening. Alright, I understand.
He puts this, and like 3/4 of the way putting it together, I finally man up and say, I'm sorry, man, but I just don't really think I have the money for something like this. Which was even worse, because then he immediately like, oh, don't worry, we start off like some sort of subscription plan thing for something like this, and then eventually I finally said, look, man, I don't need something like this. Now you can tell he's a little bit, he's still putting it together. So he's like, don't you at least want to see it in action first? And I'm just like, I really don't, man. I really don't care to see it in action. And he just has that look of just, oh, I see. And so he starts to take it all apart again. Dead silence. Like, I'm feeling as awkward as it can fucking get. And then, oh man, and then, I apologize. I'm like, Doug, man, I'm sorry. I made you run to the van and back, especially in this cold weather. I didn't mean to. And I really didn't. I mean, because again, I've been in his shoes. I really did not mean, for that to happen. And, he tells me, nah, dude, I mean, it's okay. I completely understand. Making me feel worse. And then for the icing on the cake, he gets it all taken apart. He's about ready to leave. And then he turns around and he's like, by the way, I do need the Kleenex thing back. I mean, my boss wouldn't want me just to give it away. And I'm like, okay, dude. Fucking rip my chest out.
You're just standing there like a jackass.
The biggest jackass in the whole fucking world. making this guy run back in like -5-degree weather.
He ran backwards! He ran! He saw me jumping over him and was like, not fucking happening on my watch.
James is getting mad over competence in a video game.
Are you kidding me? He booked it back. No, the thing that blows my mind is like there was something in his coding that was like Mario's jumping over you, go for it, and he backed up.
Which is funny because in real life that's what you would.
Oh yeah,
but no, oh man, like you just want to talk about just the most utter humiliation I felt in my entire life. I mean, I've had a lot worse, but goddamn it, that's not like one of the top 5 most humiliated I've ever been. Because, again, I made this guy go back. I could have just, and ever since then, never again did I let that happen. Every single time someone tries to sell me something I don't want, I just say, look, pal, I'm sorry, but I'm just not interested. And that's it. Never again am I putting myself in another predicament like that.
Dude, never
where I'm making a guy
Kleenex.
go back. Oh, dude, but just... I'm sitting here, like, he's putting this vacuum together, and I'm like, what the fuck is the Kleenex for?
Yeah, like, and is this part of the presentation?
Well, and that's just it. That's how they sucker you. Because the minute you have it, you're forced to hold it and just wait for whatever it is he's going to show you. Because you know deep in your heart that if you don't give a shit, you're going to feel like I feel about it right now. And it is not a good feeling. Oh, wow. The level's starting to get to you already. No, that was just...
I was ready for the truth bomb. I thought... wow. I thought that the fucking, like... because if I was a salesman, this is extreme.
You were, like, expecting him to, like, blow the fuck up on
no,
me or
like,
something?
if I was the salesman, you'd have been like... yeah, man, I'm not really that interested. And I'd have gotten, like, super close to you and been like... looks like my son's not eating tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, and then like,
well, and it's like, okay. Now here's the other thing. I mean, this is just a college kid.
Oh shit, yeah, that
which kind of makes me feel worse because this is this guy's job to get through college.
Oh wow,
this is what he needs to do to pay for college, and I essentially spit in his face about it.
Dude, that is like
I feel so awkward when people want to like. Here's the thing, okay. Wow,
dude,
that was okay. That one I will admit was very stingy.
Plumber dong, you game.